Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, you might have noticed that in the last 24 hours, we have definitely seen a shift in the crypto market in terms of what direction the overall trend is going. Now, you notice that Bitcoin fell under the very strong support of 96,000 and now just trying to hold above 94,000. This caused a strong outflow for major altcoins, and some altcoins there was a split because the money started flowing in, but overall the trend did become negative, which I'm very certain a lot of you guys will not be very happy with. Just to give you perspective, yesterday I did mention every time we're in this death cross area, which is between 96 and 97, a lot of whales decide to panic, and that's where the sell-off happens, and usually there is a strong pullback, and that's exactly what happened this time around as well. One thing that you should be paying very close attention to right now is the fact that going back to 94,000, we did not see a huge recovery very quickly, so this is a little bit of a concern. On the other end, US congressman calls to ban Congress from trading stocks. This is a huge deal. Dogecoin price starts at $2.35 mentioned by a Doge bull. Analyst says Doge to register at least 37x surge in 2025. Will Putin drive the Bitcoin price even higher due to some things happening in Russia? And a 20 to 30% correction is the most bullish thing for Bitcoin right now. Before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market and especially Dogecoin, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. While you're there, slap a like on the video, just update the algorithm, push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what is happening in the crypto market. The user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first of all, I just want to show you guys the price action for Bitcoin. Now, yesterday when I mentioned that, I noticed in the comment section some of you guys saying, Sky, I actually agree with you, and that made me extremely happy. If you look at the one-day chart, you can see that we were consolidating around the same price zone, which is close to 94,000. Then we saw a little bit of a rebound. We're back at the same location. Now, this is going to be the critical zone. If we fall below the support, because you can see that this support has acted very well in the past, the next support down is going to be close to 88,000. Let me just give you perspective. If we fall down to 88,000, there will be a huge amount of liquidations that will happen, especially for traders. That's why I always say when the market is very uncertain, like the times that we're sitting in right now, it's very careful when you are going to be doing some sort of leverage trading. Now you can see that 88,000 is definitely the next support if we fall below 94,000, and you guys need to understand that if we do go to 88,000, there is a risk that we might be actually rebounding all the way down to 70,000. So those are the two key supports that you should be paying attention to, and obviously the one that we're sitting on. If we do decide to make a rebound, we have been rejected at 100,000 many times, and then obviously the all-time high is going to be the next big resistance for Bitcoin. If we talk about Dogecoin, you guys can see that Doge has been doing something similar as Bitcoin, but in a more aggressive way, because you guys can see that it's been consolidating very close to 32 cents. Even every time Bitcoin sees a really strong pullback, Doge does not fall below 30 cents. The only time it actually retested that was at the time when there was a very strong spark sell. But other than that, you guys can see it's been holding very strong. And this means if Bitcoin is able to hold its price, Doge definitely has more potential to do bigger things. And this is something that was needed because there's many people in the Congress which actually ended up making so much money due to the fact that they're part of the government. US congressmen to ban Congress from trading stocks. Now, if let's just say Fed can say you will no longer be able to hold Bitcoin, well, Congress can say you will not be able to trade stocks, because this would be the only good way to go. Now, another thing is Dogecoin's target lie between $2.35 and $2.60. The thing that's really interesting is, yes, if you compare to what we have seen in previous times, that's where we should be heading. But previously, the market cap was not at the price range we are sitting at right now. Obviously, the market cap has hit some really big numbers, so it would be much harder to climb to certain levels. That's all I'm going to say. And analysts are predicting that there is a chance of a 37 times the price of Dogecoin. So it's a really explosive growth that's been expected by a lot of major altcoin holders, and especially Dogecoin bulls. But what is something that you should be paying attention to is where is your exit point. Now, I'm a very, very optimistic person when it comes to how well the Dogecoin price will do in the future, but you also need to be very careful in terms of what is your final plan. And looking at the Dogecoin open interest, it's still sitting very stable at about 1.6 billion, and Bitcoin is doing something similar. So right now the market is pretty much waiting for the new year, so in January there will be some sort of return that we might be actually experiencing. So, Terra Luna founder Do Kwon to be extradited to the United States. So right now, there is a very high chance that all of this will be coming to an end in the US. Now, you don't want Bitcoin to dip 92,700, essentially free fall territory if that level breaks. And just to give you perspective, if we do fall below 93,000, there is a very high chance that we will be seeing a really strong pullback from Bitcoin. And free fall is something you definitely don't want to see, because it will be such a quick pullback that it will be very hard to predict what direction the crypto market is going from there. Whales bought over 90 million Dogecoin just in the past 2 days. That should give you perspective how many whales are expecting a big return. And this is exactly with the tweet that we talked about 48 hours ago, where a lot of Verton traders are expecting the Bitcoin price to actually fall all the way down to 60,000 before we see another explosive growth. And crypto whales bought these altcoins, and one of the strongest one that they have purchased the most is actually Dogecoin, which I'm very certain a lot of you guys will be very happy to see. And experts predict Dogecoin price if Ethereum hits 12,500. And if Ethereum does hit 12,500, there is a very strong chance that Doge will go beyond its all-time high, which is close to 74 cents. And I'm very certain that 74 cents in general is going to be a very strong point for a lot of people to take profit. And Biden's new crypto rule shakes the entire industry. Full IRS oversight incoming. So pretty much the US Department of Treasury and the ISR have finalized sweeping the new regulation for brokers fertling digital asset transactions, scheduled for publication in the Federal Register on the 30th of December. So you can say it like this: Biden wants to do some sort of damage and, to the things which he is very certain that Trump is very strongly for before he actually leaves the office. And let me tell you one thing, a lot of people in the industry, especially crypto, are not going to be very happy with the decision that Biden is making. And Donald Trump's made in the US Bitcoin promise is impossible to keep. I mean, obviously US cannot go ahead and have all the miners in their place, but other than that, you guys can see that there's so many things which are happening on the back end, and that's why the market has come to a standstill and on the risk of a little bit of a pullback, especially with leverage trading. Be careful, and I'll see you very soon.